What's up? It's your boy Carcino here on this beautiful day, telling everybody to go out there and support the Black Panther movie. It's a much enjoyable film. It's more than just a superhero movie. It's a great film with a great message, if you can understand the message. But from that standpoint, we move forward. Meaning that we're going to talk about the Nipsey Hussle responding to Cardi B. In case you haven't heard, Cardi B was receiving a lot of death threats after her Instagram post. She had a derogatory term that normally Blood members use when describing Crip members when she said what she said. Now, she's not a person that comes from a very high IQ. So for her to make that kind of statement was, to me, very biased towards the Crips. And I think she was in over her head, don't really know the implications of doing something like that. And then you're talking about, I'm going to LA. And you're not from LA. And this is some of the things we talked about before. And Nipsey Hussle decided to respond to it. And I agreed 100% with what he said. He basically echoed the same things that I said. But let's listen to what Nipsey said.
We just be honest. That's how Bloods talk.
Right.
Amongst theyself. Crips gonna say certain words also. A Crip might say dead instead of saying red. Like the Blood might say flu instead of saying blue. If you're not gonna be able to walk into a room full of Crips and say that, don't say it. If I ain't gonna be able to walk into a room full of Bloods and say that, don't say it.
Straight up.
You know what I mean? Because, you know, at the end of the day, she a woman, she's a female. Everybody loving her wave, everybody loving her music. It's just something she probably should just correct, go public and say, look, you know what I mean? This how Bloods talk privately. We ain't mean no disrespect. It ain't gonna be no shot against her gangster and whatnot. But you know, that's a touchy thing. That's a delicate thing, and you gotta understand people gonna be offended when you do that. And you gotta know, LA, it's our culture, this our lifestyle. This ain't aesthetic or fashion. This is some, you know, your granny will tell you change your color, your shoestrings before you walk outside. So this ain't something you just, if we just be honest.
So that's LA. You know what I'm saying? They know, they from LA. They know that there's certain things they gotta do. So for out of towners, you know, it's kind of best that you respect the wave. You know, respect the rules of the game that's been there for years. They understand it because they live there. You know, they live it. You from out of town. So for anybody who don't understand the way she took or the actions she took, an apology should have been sent out almost immediately. So it tells you right there she don't have the right people around her. Because I'm quite sure they want to handle everything quietly behind closed doors and not make a big thing on social media like it would hurt her brand. No, it would just make sure that she took care of things as a human being. Because they would want some type of a public apology. This thing ain't something that's just going to be handled behind closed doors. Because this could be a situation. So it's other innocent people that could get hurt besides this. That's why I don't speak on that Tekashi 6ix9ine person. I don't do any videos on him. Because to me it's a waste of time. It's like this guy wants to promote being ignorant rather than the music. He wants to go there and promote that and have it showcased of his ignorance. I don't want to participate in that. So I choose to leave that alone. Because it's nothing but perpetuating more violence. You know, and you had some people on Instagram was talking about him doing a show in Detroit. They trying to get Trick talking about some he ain't got to check in and all this stuff. Trying to perpetuate a situation. Trick had to come out and address that. Telling these people like, look, man, stop telling me this dude coming to Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, y'all got to get him. You know, like, what are y'all doing? Y'all, I mean, these people, y'all, they don't even think about what they're actually doing out here. They on Instagram trying to tell another person to do harm to somebody. So if something was to happen to him, they all could be held liable. They ain't thought about that. Y'all basically incriminating him, and he ain't got nothing to do with it. Sometimes people, this social media thing gets out of control, and you guys gotta be the police of it, and we gotta try to remind these kids of the rules. Because they don't understand. They never been in the streets. They've been in the house their whole life. So they just don't know. They just think it's internet stuff. Like, it's fun. Nothing's going to happen until somebody's gone and dead. And they only do it with hip-hop. They don't do it with no other culture. So you got to start breaking that mold down and saying no, 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 no. You got to have some type of moral compass. Now, if somebody want to promote music, not threatening, gangbang music, I ain't with the gangbang music. Like talking about I'm murking dude, yeah, I'm murking him, your cousin, I murked him too. And then this guy coming back, oh man, our gang finna come to your block right now. I ain't got time for that. That's just gang members sending threats on music to each other, and I have a problem with that. So that's why Cardi got to be careful, because she's in a whole different plateau and a whole different boat. You don't want to they're trying to put you on a A-list celebrity status. You got to start acting like it. The ratchet is going to have to go. I'm done.